Gianni Infantino has summoned senior leaders of FIFA to a crisis meeting in Rabat in Morocco today.
I love the venue, by the way.
Well, it's hilarious because Infantino has been in Morocco over the past week and Gianni's in trouble and yet he's got everyone else to come to him, which is brilliant.
I am gonna need you in Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all the shit I've sorted out. I'll fuck this up, so I'm gonna need you in Morocco.
I've been on the sweetest hashies possible. I've come up with some ideas.
Presumably he's in Morocco because that's the co-venue for the next World Cup,
Yes.
right? So he's doing some kind of tied me over type admin, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he knows they're on side.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a safe haven.
Yeah.
I wondered if he was just holed up in some Tangier opiate den.
Yeah.
Maybe he
just
couldn't
trying
get
to
home.
hide.
Maybe he couldn't get home and he couldn't fancy the private jet back to his house.
So, yeah.
So he's in an M hotel in
a hotel in a junkyard dog t-shirt, calling his partner, saying, I don't think I'm going to make it. Can everyone please come to me? What is he going to be talking about? Presumably it's going to start with an apology, is it? Because everyone who's come out has said, we knew nothing about this. It's not that we don't agree. We don't. We just didn't know anything about it.
He doesn't feel like a sorry guy to me.
He doesn't, no.
I don't think that sits comfortably.
Today I feel sorry.
Yeah.
He's not going to say that, is he?
I was there for that speech.
Were you?
Yeah.
Really?
It was very exciting in the room.
Did you knew at the time, right?
Well, because it was so insane. And it's the only room I've ever been in. There's a big room where that audible intake of breath from journalists.
Really,
you could feel it in the room and people are like, what on earth is he saying? And more to the point, why is he saying it? and has he...
You've been on
and
iTunes
again,
reviews.
I think he doesn't... I guess he just doesn't consult with people.
No.
Apart from, sort of Trump
yacht
acolytes.
class, yeah.
Yeah.
It will be exciting to see him as the new host of the Five Live Breakfast Show, though.
He would ring the changes.
Yeah, first of all, timings. Yeah.
I mean, we know that Naga is going to be doing the show. Him and Naga together is...
That'd be a great combo.
It's
explosive.
Listen. You would listen. Maybe not for a bit. Maybe not for.
Well, what I like about this is this has all come out, and pretty much every sort of football association are going, yeah, he's a nightmare actually. Prince Ali bin Al Hussein, president of the Jordanian Football Association, has accused FIFA of creating a situation which amounts to blackmail. Jordan is still apparently awaiting prize money from last year's Arab Cup, which is of course organised by FIFA. He doesn't seem to pay his invoices.
I love the idea of Gianni going, well, if you let me do this private equity investment, I'm giving you money. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways.
It's all over the place, really. US or cities, apparently they haven't received the money that they were promised. I think it was $1 million each. Maybe the Democratic ones won't get it.
How do they like it? How do you like it?
How do you like
Shoes
it now?
on the other foot now.
Exactly.
It feels very difficult to see how Gianni proceeds from here.
The knives are out.
With the caveat that I gave yesterday, which is that the truly evil people can occasionally find a way. It's difficult to see how he gets out from under this, really.
But he does have support still, though.
Yeah. Not in any meaningful way, because I think UEFA are the real power brokers, right?
Yes, but I think if you look at it's quite a complicated process by which you get rid of him, if you get rid of him. And I don't think it's an absolute given that the numbers are there to oust him, because it is different sort of within your federation as a federation saying, yeah, we don't like this, but coming up as an individual FA, for example, and saying, right, we want you out, it is just a bit punchier, and basically has offered quite a lot of money to them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So going back to the blackmail thing then.
Yeah,
and he does have access to more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would suggest.
I wonder if he does somehow manage to limp on until March.
Vish,
that'll be the aim.
What's your take?
Well, the blackmail point is a good one, because to some people it's blackmail, to others it's a bribe.
Yeah,
and I think it is important when you look at the global FAs and realise the individual needs are so different from the English FA, and actually everyone who's stood side by side in UEFA to a lot of other nations. And you see it across a lot of sports. It happens a lot in cricket as well, whereby, cricket's top table. There are only about 10 or 12 actual governing bodies, but they can't vote anything through because everyone sides with the people with the most money. And it's primarily India, it's also England and Australia. But nothing ever really gets done. Nothing ever really gets changed beyond what's put forward by the most powerful. The difference here is obviously the UEFA thing, as you said, Luke, but I just wonder about the process and how much truck there is for the process. I think it's important that because they had such a good World Cup, and Rick, you were there, and it felt even from afar, and I'm sure on the ground, that it went so much better than some of the detractors, including us, thought it was going to go, and that is still in his favour.
I think just to put meat on the bones of the UEFA point, I guess what I'm getting at is it wouldn't be hugely surprising for UEFA, whose current position is we will boycott any competition as long as this FIFA forward enterprise stands. They could extend that position to your position is now untenable. We are going to boycott any competition until you've at least find a way to manage your exit in whatever way we decide. Because the reason that UEFA have got so much power is obviously because they've got all the big players, all the big countries, all the big club teams, which isn't as relevant, but it is kind of still relevant in a way. And there's going to need to be, at the very least, some kind of bread broken and some kind of negotiations happening between them, right?
But I wonder how that would go down, though, if UEFA sort of wielded their power in that way. If they don't have the support of all of the other federations and individual FAs, and if the thing that they've asked for, which is the retraction of this proposal, has happened, then say, no, what we actually meant was we want to get rid of you.
It feels more personal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But power brokers keep their feet on the throat sometimes. Like Seferin and the guys will be like, this is our chance now.
I agreed. I mean, Seferin would love to get rid of him, but I just, my gut is he weathers this somehow.
And
Because the club season
limps on
starts.
until March and then leaves in March? Or,
Well,
or doesn't get
because the club season starts and everyone just starts focusing on the football again, like they kind of did in the World Cup.
Exactly that. Like when the football's being played, people spend a lot less time talking and worrying about this stuff. And that's just a fact.
And a lot of these characters that have obviously got their own stories in trying to, Al Hussein, for example, the Jordanian head, he's obviously tried to be head of FIFA himself. He ran against Sepp Blatter back in the day. So all of these kind of like characters that are kind of appearing now are kind of like, you sort of think this is, it's almost like a bit of a go at sort of saying, well, maybe I should be thought of as the new.
Oh,
head
definitely.
Of FIFA.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
You see it happen in this level. It happened with Starmer to Burnham. People who were coming out saying, Starmer, as soon as the writing's on the wall, he's got to go. He's got to go. They're going into Down Street telling him, go.
Well, it worked, though, didn't it?
He
put everyone in there.
Have you ever thought about little old me?
Exactly.
I think Sepp Blatter's come out and sort of put his support behind someone. And if you're that person, you must be fuming.
That is, it's the double-edged sword,
not just someone, simply a woman.
That is what is going to make him most fuming.
He's throwing his support behind the president of the Norwegian Football Federation, Lisa Klaveness, and Klaveness spoke out about the World Cup being given to Qatar in 2022. She also criticised Saudi Arabia for the 2034 World Cup as well. Has Sepp Blatter kind of forgotten all of the things his lot did during his tenure?
He hasn't. He's simply found a way to be even more cynical and bitter about how his time came to an end and how much he hates Infantino. I mean, there's no way Sepp Blatter should be allowed to get away with championing himself as some kind of, champion of women's rights all of a sudden. He just wants, he's just found Twitter quite late. He's got nothing going on. He wants more people to know that he was cleared of some of the charges, and he needs to stick it into Infantino to get there. I think he's also like a lot of these guys, like João Havelange, for example, he's just incredibly old. Like João Havelange didn't die till he was north of 100. Like there was something about the truly evil that can just go and go and go.
Yes.
I said and they don't disappear. They're still in public life until they're like 90.
It's what sustains them.
Is it injections of young blood?
It's monkey embryos.
Genuinely, I think it might be.
And monkey embryos.
Plasma from young people.
Yeah, it basically is that.
Who's that guy who's trying to live forever?
Brian Johnson.
He drinks his son's piss. Have I met
He does, yeah. He's obsessed with his son's erections.
And that actually is the acceptable face of what he does. That's the best thing.
The best, the most...
In a hotel room.
In Fenchurch Street.
Welcome to Dicky Tum Tum Hostel.
He put little sensors on his penis to measure the amount of erections he had and how solid they were.
He did.
Just make a note of them in your app on your
look
phone.
at it.
No, it was when he's asleep. It's when he's asleep.
Yeah.
So it actually does make sense. And that's why I also have.
a little kind of like...
Wanted to replace batteries on that.
That's cheating if you're sleeping on your front. Just saying.
Well, I mean, we've obviously been reporting in our way,
in our own way,
on the World Cup. But Ricky, you're obviously out there in the US for Football Daily. Is this whole kind of change in your kind of working circumstances just basically you saying, can I do it for me all of the time during the day?
Yes, could I just work in Los Angeles
Yeah.
at a
At a
sociable
reasonable
hour?
time.
With
Is it
Lloyd Griffith.
With Lloyd Griffith, yeah.
When Rod,
Which was-
Rod Sharp used to do overnights, and they never said that he was abroad. They never said he was in America.
He always sounded like he was having a good time as well.
I'm Rod Sharp. And he-
So whereabouts in America was he? So how did the
I think
time
he was.
work out
I think
for
he was
him?
in like the Midwest. I think weirdly, and
right.
he would do.
How did you find him?
do 12
He'd go
a.m.
to
till 6 or
DC though,
something.
wouldn't he?
Would he go to
sometimes?
DC?
Yeah,
right, okay,
when
right.
the sort of election season, he'd be there. But it sounded like he was.
He
having
would
a
never.
fine old
He
time.
would never say he was on a decent time zone.
No. Why would you? You know.
Why would you?
Yeah. What was the tournament like on the ground?
Well, as you mentioned, as soon as it started, all of the kind of worries dissipated, and it was really, it was really fun, and it went really well. I mean, there was stuff about it that we kind of knew was going to be unusual, like the demographic of the crowds. Yes, the stadiums were full, but you kind of had a situation where you had sort of 5% of Team A's fans, proper fans, 5% of Team B's fans, and then 90% of people who were just quite up for it.
Yeah. Okay.
But-
Right.
Everyone sort of mixed in as well.
Yeah,
which is strange.
and so the atmosphere was slightly different, but not bad. And also the last World Cup was obviously in Qatar, also quite an unusual kind of atmosphere. So it was just different. But the Americans seemed to, largely because the Team USA had a great start, they really kind of bought into it. There was a bit of momentum. There was just positivity, I think, in the country for what was happening. I went to a bunch of games at the SoFi Stadium. That stadium is.
It looks amazing.
It's
It's
like-
like,
It's
great,
it's,
isn't it?
it's nuts. Like I must have gone 4 or 5 times, and every time when you sort of walk the classic walk in, you're like, good God, this is an insane building.
Is that the one with the mad escalator that just goes up and you can sort of see more and more of the pitch as you go up?
There are. Oh no. Well, if so, I didn't go on that escalator, so can't corroborate that either way.
but it's the one with the incredible screen all the way around the stadium, right?
Yeah, and it's it costs like $5 billion to make, but you walk in and you go, yes, I can see why
why
that
this
costs
exists, yeah.
$5 billion. They sort of dug it down 100 foot so that it wouldn't interfere with the flight path to LAX. Like it's that giant.
Right.
And yeah, the atmosphere. I mean, for what was the game? Belgium-Iran. That, for all sorts of reasons, was quite an interesting game to go to. Iran's first game, and the atmosphere there, the Iranian fans were so loud. Like I've not been. I can't remember being in a louder stadium than that. I mean, partly that's going to be the acoustics, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it was extraordinary. And then, it just sort of it went much better, I think, than, as you said, a lot of people worried that it might. And then there was that turning point, I think, when with the Balogun red card and whatever went on with that, and that was a real shame because it just felt like they kind of shot themselves in the foot a bit.
Yeah.
Because all of that positivity towards, because I mean, I was in LA pretty much the whole time until the last week. It's such a melting pot of nationalities, and so you could meet fans from everywhere. And by and large, people were pretty up for Team USA doing well, a host nation, great. And then as soon as that overturning of the suspension happened, everyone just switched to, oh well, I hope Team USA lose then.
It became a big distraction for them as well.
Yeah, I think so. And then and they were terrible in that game.
Exactly,
actually. And
in a kind of way that wasn't commensurate with what they had done before as well. So it had to be a distraction. It had to be.
Well, the way that the Americans seem to be talking, everyone interviewed just seemed to genuinely think that it was he shouldn't have been suspended, and also we might win the World Cup, and you're like, well, one of those is valid.
but that's one of the great things about Americans in sport, and I'd probably even throw in Australians with this as well. Is that they will happily tell you that is out of order, but it's happened. He's back. We're going to win it.
Right.
Yeah.
They are such, they're great front runners, and they're also great at thinking the world's against them when it's not. They're basically, if you could get USA or Australia in the Premier League, their fans would fit in perfectly. Honestly, like it's one of the things they're.
And it's the kind of thing FIFA will look at.
Absolutely.
They might be discussing it right now. Did you go to any England games?
No.
What was the stand-up game you went to?
It probably was the Belgium-Iran game, and then the final. Not because the final was a good game of football, but I've never been to a World Cup final.
Yeah, exactly.
And that stadium is also nuts as well. It's such a sort of classic stadium. There's nothing sort of exotic about it. It's just a massive bowl.
Yeah.
And you pack a load of people in there, and it was and the narrative, because of the way the Argentinians played, like there was a sort of there's a pantomime villain in there. And that was just an amazing experience.
Did you watch the England-Mexico game with other England fans?
Yes.
What was it like?
That was we just went to a sort of open air screening, and that was that was phenomenal. Although actually being around, like I wasn't around England fans that much, but being around England fans again reminded me that sometimes England fans are really annoying.
But you can't say that about Lloyd. He's not here to defend himself.
No, but he would say it himself.
Well, that's the thing. You kind of, especially because we had so much fun with the Scottish supporters, for example. Then they just seemed like they were doing it the right way, and then you see the England fans, you're like,
but you've got a lot of self-hate in your heart.
I do have a lot of self-hate. I do. But it does look like Thomas Tuchel is going to be staying on as England manager beyond the summer. What was your take on the dreaded Argentina match, Rick? Because did the France playoff give you any?
No, I mean, I didn't.
Any croissants for thought?
People lost their mind about that.
I didn't watch the France playoff because I don't care. Like, I literally don't care. It could have been we could have won like 15-0. I still wouldn't have
Almost
cared.
did.
I know, but I just, I didn't get why people were sort of reading stuff into. Playing against a team who very clearly don't want to be there. Yeah. And in the first half, as far as I can tell, didn't really try.
No, they didn't. But there were like serious journalists online at the time going, well, this is damning for Tuchel. It's really damning for Tuchel. I would love to have been in the French dressing room at half time hearing Deschamps saying, you do realise this is my last game. And I've achieved quite a lot here. You cannot we cannot go out like this. And obviously they come out in the second half and do okay. But
Deschamps was probably like, can you just put that out while I'm talking?
Yeah.
Just light it up.
Exactly. Someone put a sock over the fire alarm as he's talking.
Where did he get cigarillo from?
Yeah. I thought it was an odd time. I mean, I thought it was an odd timing of the deal to give Thomas Tuchel that extended contract before.
I don't know why.
Same with the Scotland manager.
They've made that mistake so many times, the English FA.
But it must have been because the agent was on manoeuvres saying, Man United this and you're going to lose him kind of thing. And the FA are like, oh shit, we can't fumble this.
But I think they get excited. World Cup, yay! Yeah. World Cup forever.
Yeah.
And I think they fear, particularly with someone like Tuchel and his history, that he might not be fully committed to that World Cup if he is looking elsewhere. There was obviously that worry with him at Chelsea at the end of his tenure. Sorry, you were saying, but absolutely mindless to extend it for 2 years.
Yeah.
But broadly happy with the decision, just for continuity's sake?
I would like it to be, as I said to you before, at the risk of casting myself as some kind of xenophobic buffoon, I think it should be an English person doing it. That's
who's out there?
Well, I don't know.
Eddie Howe.
But I also think that they had an opportunity. Well, Eddie Howe is out there now.
He's at
large.
Yeah,
he's at large.
He's at large.
With Jason Tindall.
You're thinking of Eddie Large.
One for the teenagers there. Yeah. Jason Tindall as assistant manager of England would be quite something.
That would be great.
That would be fantastic. But I do think, as I said at the time, there's an opportunity with what Southgate achieved to have brought a proper assistant through the same way Germany done it in the past. Other nations have done it in the past. Now, some people will come back to me and say, well, that was Lee Carsley. He wasn't suitable for it. And my response to that would just be, Lee Carsley wasn't suitable for it because he was the under-21s coach and he clearly wasn't ready for the job. But they could have established some continuity rather than just gone with a big name who cost a lot of money. And I think further evidence for that direction is
Luis de la Fuente.
Or Lionel Scaloni, who is exactly the same situation and won it the time before. So it was there for England. They went after Tuchel. They've obviously been a little bit held to ransom by him as well. But I mean, we've been covering this game for a long time, and the FA was going to be the FA, right? I'm not sure what else you can do about it, really.
But back to your xenophobic position.
Yeah.
Would you have had a problem would you have enjoyed it less if England had won the World Cup because there was a German manager? Because I definitely wouldn't.
No, I don't think I would.
Absolutely loved it.
I think I would have loved it, yeah. I think it's impossible.
And if anyone said anything against him, I would have gone mad.
Yeah, he would have been Sir Thomas Tuchel by the end of the day, basically.
Right.
But no, I take that point. I do think with the idea that the manager should be of the same nationality of the players, that falls down as an argument when you get down to kind of very
Curacao levels and
stuff.
because
they're clearly not going to maybe have any options, and it makes it tough for them. So
Well, like England.
Yeah, basically. But Eddie Howe is at large. I'd love it if they called Eddie Howe and he said, "I can't do it, but I've got a mate for you," and it's Tyndall. That'd be great.
Yeah.
How would that work with presumably all his travel bans?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Every away trip just buying hockey gear in a new shell suit every week.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's asked to be paid in vapes.
Yeah. He said he's driving to Spain for the Nations League.
He doesn't want to stay in the team hotel. He wants to stay in a place called Dicky Tum Tum.
It's a great hotel. Mauricio Pochettino, speaking of the US side, he signed a new contract extension through to the 2030 World Cup. I love the state of Pochettino at this moment in time because his head's got really big.
He's got great hair at the moment.
Well, it's a Russell Crowe thing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Also, his outfits were nice. He's done a sort of casual suit.
Yes. Yeah. He, I wonder. I mean, I'm probably guessing at this point, but I wonder how much of that is to do with what seemed to be a lot of vacancies coming into the summer and now all taken.
Yeah.
And there was nothing really there out there for him that he'd want to do.
I thought it was nailed on he'd leave after the World Cup. I thought it's like the chance to be a national manager at a home World Cup is a massive thing. That's gone now.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I also think a lot of those managers, we've just been talking about the new Mourinho documentary and how obsessed he is with the work. And for a lot of managers who are used to that day-to-day thing, I mean, it's basically a part-time job for the most part. So I mean, it's interesting that he's satisfied with that. I guess there are probably several million reasons why he is, but at this point in his career, it's a surprising one, right?
Yeah, I think so. And also, he was not massively popular with the job he was doing in the US. And he just, but he did then look like he kind of turned it around and until they hadn't in this World Cup. And I think, the feeling towards him got much more positive. I guess that's probably a factor, but I wouldn't. Like, I mean, if you said to me, "Do you think he's going to be in charge of Team USA at the next World Cup?" I'd say probably not.
Right.
I think another opportunity will come up, and for the reasons you've given, I don't think he necessarily wants to be a part-time manager.
There's an element of it, particularly if it's not a big nation, and obviously the US is literally a big nation, but in terms of football, it's not. That you just feel like you're being forgotten about. Particularly when you're not involved with any kind of UEFA competition or whatever. I mean, in the crucible of football, which of course is Europe these days, no one is paying attention to the US national team results. He could win every single game, and it still probably wouldn't raise his status any higher, would it?
No, I suppose that's true. He does a lot of media as well, doesn't he, between tournaments, which speaks to
maybe just
wanting to keep himself relevant and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well,
I did an interview for a job doing something. Who was it for? I probably shouldn't say, actually, but you probably work it out.
I'll say
FIFA.
out.
The Club World Cup. And
GB News.
Went really well. It has meant I've had to leave 5 Live Breakfast. But
Fingers crossed for you, mate.
I mean, you're a shoo-in.
I can hope so. I need the money.
And in the course of the interview, the guy said, do you and how across the MLS are you? And obviously said, well, not at all.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you don't watch any of it? And I was like, no. Why on earth would I watch that?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you kind of need to be a bit across it. I was like, I don't think, well, I completely disagree. I don't think I do need to be across it.
Yeah.
I can pretend to be if you want to, but I'm never going to sit down and watch that.
Did you get
Are
the
you
job?
mad?
Did you get the
No, I
Inter
didn't get
Miami
the
job
job.
or not?
No, I didn't get a job.
Who did they go with out of
I
interest?
don't know, actually. I don't know. Yeah. Someone who loves the MLS.
Yeah. or at least he's prepared to say they
prepared
did.
to say, That's the lesson learned there, is just go, I love Inter Miami. I love that. They've had a really good season, have they?
Yeah.
Who miraculously qualified for the Club World Cup somehow.
That rivalry with AC Miami, love it. Can't beat it.
Apparently, the men's national team manager funding for the actual job, it all comes down to a $1 billionaire hedge fund manager, Ken Griffin. He's quite a charitable chap by his Wikipedia.
He's got a wiki. But the most important thing is he's got a section on this Wikipedia page that just is titled "Dinosaur."
Did he buy a dinosaur?
He bought a Stegosaurus
dinosaur.
skeleton for $44 million. It was the highest priced fossil ever sold at auction.
What's he done with it?
Don't know.
Would you not
Giving it to Mauricio Pochettino, apparently.
Would you not wait for another T-Rex?
Yeah.
Oh, what if you? Yeah,
I think he
that's a good
thinks
point,
it's one for
actually,
the heads. No, I'm a Stegosaurus guy. Always have been.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are the
fine.
spikes bones or is it just keratin? Is that kind of...
How does it work? Do they? So,
Well, it's not bone anymore. I'll tell you that much.
no, but when you go to natural history, you're a science guy. When you go to the Natural
you very
History Museum and there's a big T-Rex there,
Yeah.
what is that actually made of?
Minerals, isn't it?
Well, it'd be just basically stone at this point.
Right.
Or it'll be a reproduction.
Right,
More likely.
And they'll tell you which parts have been reproduced.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pipes.
The
Like when they stole that
Stegosaurus has a
journalist.
very small brain.
Yeah.
I know that because my young son is obsessed with making me read the same dinosaur book again and again and again in a way that I think Ken Griffin would enjoy.
Would he pay you 44
Come on,
million?
we've got the Stegosaurus page again, Ken.
I like the idea that-
Give me some more money.
Sounds less like a kid's book, more of a diss track of this Stegosaurus story.
You just
Thick
turn
or
the page.
stegos.
And I'm like, this dumb cunt again.
My girlfriend was stolen
There's
by a
quite a
Stegosaurus.
few of them that are absolute morons. I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, I
And they
remember-
all own NFL teams.
I remember going to the zoo once, and the zookeeper was very into telling us how shit leopards were. Really shit. Leopards and cheetahs, rubbish, thick animals.
Yeah,
Will
I-
run so fast they die.
I remember being at a zoo once and someone who worked there saying that the exact wording was something like, and that is why giant pandas have quite simply been selected for extinction. they no longer deserve to live because of the choices they've made, how evolution has taken them. Because
Well,
they refuse to eat the food they're supposed to eat. They won't
eat and they won't bang.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Do one of those things. I'm crying out loud. Herve Renard, not friend of the show, but certainly
Friend of Marcus.
a cultural touchstone and a friend of Marcus Speller.
In on the series tomorrow?
He's
That'd be a good booking.
Yeah, it would.
He's returned to the Ivory Coast as their head coach just over a decade after winning the Africa Cup of Nations with them in 2015. It's quite romantic, isn't it, the way that Herve Renard just sort of saunters around Africa picking up job.
That's definitely a word for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm speaking as his accountant.
what I like is that Marcus loves him because I think Marcus thinks that's how you're supposed to dress.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Like
That's
a
a
kind
good
of
shout.
Mills and Boone sort of
Yeah.
character.
Because
yeah.
he does. He looks like a Millsman. He always wears that same white shirt with the pleats in the back, and he opens it up. And then there was that time when he carried an injured player off the pitch.
Yeah.
In a very romantic way, actually.
Yeah.
He should have kissed him.
Yeah, well, that's for
Well,
you to say.
we don't know that he didn't.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that, no. Any comments on Herve Renard, Rick? Anything you got to add to that? that?
No, all good. Just going to say something about his shirt, really. So,
Yeah.
that you covered it off.
He's just
Yeah,
a man
done
in
it.
his shirt, isn't he?
Done it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had Jamie Carragher on the show yesterday, was it? I forget when things
You
get
must be
recorded,
gutted a
get
bit
put
to
out.
miss him out by a day because you're a big Liverpool guy.
Yeah, but I'm never
meet
good
heroes.
with. I'm never
Right.
good with that sort of situation.
Okay.
I've embarrassed myself in front of Trent Alexander-Arnold. I embarrassed myself in front of Jurgen Klopp at the World Cup.
We're going to
Nice.
need to hear about
Yeah,
this
exactly.
in
Yeah.
detail, I'm afraid.
Well,
When did you get
Trent
it wrong?
Alexander-Arnold, 2022 in Qatar, interviewed him, and at the end just said, I love you, by the way. Just
That's
pathetic.
all right, isn't it?
Just pathetic. And then basically I
all
did
right.
exactly the same thing to Jurgen Klopp after he said, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Did you?
Yeah, I
love
chased
you, by the way.
after the World Cup final.
Never run after
I
someone.
saw him in the broadcast compound
Yeah.
and sort of jogged after him with my little BBC 5 Live mic and said, Jurgen, couple of words for the BBC. And he said, no. And I said, it doesn't matter. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I love you anyway, so you don't have to talk to me. And off I went.
I like that because it's needy.
Yeah, it's
Undercurrent of
it's
sexuality.
everything you want. It's everything you want.
Did you hear what Pete said? Pete is a veteran of many Isle of Wight festivals, interviewing a lot of indie artists. And he
Different
said
levels, but
his
yeah.
instinct was straight away, that's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
His standard.
Asking Boy George where he's having the chicken or the fish. He goes, I'm vegetarian. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was proved right after the week he's had.
Yes.
He's not the
AI
cracker,
song.
has he?
He's not
What's
had
he
a
done
cracker.
now?
He's made an AI song.
Well, it's worse than that.
A pro-Israel
Yeah.
AI song.
Yeah.
No, let me top that one off. A pro-Israel reggae song using AI.
It's someone described it as a kind of sentence that every word is a surprise and not in a good way.
Have you heard? Yeah, I presume you played out a bit of it. Like, it doesn't sound like his voice.
We
He's-
did not play any of it.
No,
out,
okay, right. Yeah, it's a good point, actually.
So Boy George was the low point for you in terms of the old embarrassing interviews?
Yeah, just any of the red carpet ones. They're always hell, aren't they?
What was the one? I think it was also on the red carpet. The one that's on YouTube, and it's 3 seconds long, but it was put up by your employer.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I just said milady by accident.
Yeah.
I said, hello, milady.
It's not
and then it just stops.
It's not
The video
Katie,
is 3 seconds long.
It's not Katie Tunstall, but I feel like she's Katie Tunstall adjacent.
I think it's the one who does table manners. Jessie Ware.
Jessie Ware.
I think it was Jessie Ware. I think
I
I
think you
think I
could
went
call Jessie
Milady.
Ware Milady.
I think I'm here with Milady, and then the video just stops.
Yeah.
But the energy,
Were you trying to get some of that sweet Vine money?
the energy is very kind of walking into a pub and calling the barmaid a serving wench and saying,
Absolutely
"Pretty
terrible it
milady,"
was.
that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Milady.
But you know, when we had,
So I don't want. I'm glad I didn't see Jamie Carragher is the point, because I would have
fine.
called
Yeah.
him Milady
It's a
or
good
something.
point.
when we had Cara on, the first reaction of
Are you
the
calling him Cara now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That's
come on.
absolutely
Come on.
pathetic.
We've changed.
I've embarrassed myself.
We used to be the indie darlings.
The majority of the people who listen to this show genuinely thought it was you doing an impression of him.
Yeah, nice.
They would rather leap to that than the idea we could ever get Carragher on the show.
Sam said on Instagram, no way, how did you get Jim Campbell?
I know, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's good.
that's good.
Should we do some transfers, gents? It's kind of been they're
You've
rumbling
said,
on, aren't they?
you've said we will.
I've
so-
set the agenda,
Yeah,
and I'm
we
going to
have to.
fulfil that agenda by
Yeah.
saying that Tierney Reinders has reportedly emerged as a transfer target for Nottingham Forest. Reinders is reportedly open to the move. City want 60 odd million for it, and isn't that pretty much what they paid anyway?
Why would he want to do that then?
Because
it's-
they've signed Elliot Anderson, I guess. And
Yeah.
because he didn't play that much last season, I suppose.
And when he did play, he was a bit poo. He was a real
He
wet
had
nose.
such a good start.
Started really well.
Such a good start.
He's got a lovely smile.
It was
but
really
he's
exciting
very
at the
weak in the
start.
tackle.
Really exciting at the start. It was. Presumably because Forest needs some replacement, and he feels like he's gone even further down the pecking order, right?
Yeah, and there's also that thing that probably we don't really see because we're in the Premier League, but playing in the Premier League is still a huge deal, regardless of whether the drop-off is, say, Man City to Forest. And I suppose if that is a permanent deal, I mean, what does it matter anymore? He could probably also then go somewhere else next season. But it feels like the gap, the vacancy they have for him, or the vacancy Forest have in their midfield suits what Reinders does. He'll play all the games. You know, I think he's also going to be the way that Forest play. They're going to lean upon someone who will take the ball out of defence and drive with it if they want. Play with Gibbs White. There's a lot of excitement there if you're a Forest fan. But yeah, Rick, I'm not too far away from your point in terms of why. Like he was, he's enjoying the high life. He could probably still go to an equivalent Champions League club in Europe, but maybe it's about staying in the Premier League then, yeah.
And also, for a City, they're going to play so many games in a season. It's not like you're not going to play if you're him.
No,
I wouldn't have thought.
Whenever I speak to a Man City fan, he's one of the players that they go, I'm bored of looking at him. He's really been quite poor.
And that's what football's all
And
about,
that's what
isn't
football's
it?
all about.
Yeah.
So maybe, new manager comes in, goes, sorry, why is this guy here?
Arsenal
he doesn't
fans
do anything off the ball.
Arsenal fans with Zubimendi, it starts really well. Brilliant. Now, fuck him. Yeah, who cares? Get
But
rid
again,
of
he
him.
does have a killer smile.
The interesting thing is, I suppose, from a player's point of view, you will know whether it's through actively seeking it out or just people mentioning if the fans aren't having you anymore.
Yeah.
And that probably is a factor.
Or the new manager. There's a new manager in there.
Yeah.
That might move the dial as well. That's clearly, it's not the only reason, but that will have moved the dial for kind of Rodri as well. Rodri's telling Man City he wants to go to Real Madrid. That's got to be partly because of Pep.
And Rodri had quite a poor first season, so maybe he could turn it around. Jamie Carragher, our friend Cara. JC.
Yeah.
Not in Mark. Not because.
Because Marcus, Marcus
not
likes
that.
Jesus. Yeah.
Jamie briefly.
I thought you were saying because of Jim Campbell. We
No,
got one
it's
of our own.
So many JCs in our life, isn't there?
There's 3 JCs on this show already.
Yeah.
Also a carpenter's
Well,
son.
I guess you'd have to rank them.
Yeah.
You would. It's a
Shaq
really good
Murray.
point that Jim Campbell is genuinely a carpenter's son, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Is
point.
he?
We could do a little bit after the show. Blind rank JCs.
Yeah. Different tiers of
Still
JCs.
need to go up with a couple more, I think. And then
Well,
you're in
Jimmy Cricket
business.
died yesterday.
He did, yeah.
That'll do.
Good
And
point, yeah.
Jennifer Connolly.
There we go.
Jimmy
Why
Carr.
not? Jimmy Carr.
There's a lot of JCs around. Do people kind of subconsciously sort of go with the Jesus kind of vibe?
Jimmy Carr a bit at the bottom for me.
Well, hang on,
Right
you
at the
haven't
bottom.
heard the others yet.
Yeah.
I don't care who they are.
Ooh, who's a really bad JC?
Do you know why Jimmy Carr would be bottom for me?
Giddy
Because you don't like him?
No, because partly, but because he keeps doing like serious stuff when he's supposed to be doing stand up. And to me, it feels like that's the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing.
Get back in your boxes, out, yeah.
No, it's like if you get up and people have paid to see you do some stand up. I don't want to hear 10 minutes of you telling a young person that they could just work harder and be really good and their life will be fine. It's like, do a joke.
Yeah. Everyone's got 24 hours in the day, that kind of stuff. I love all that.
Yeah, he does a lot of that. Yeah, that's what you're going to be doing next, isn't it?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. But he could just do a TED talk about it if he wanted.
He could.
Yeah.
Just do that. Keep that separate.
Yeah.
And then
is that what people in your profile have got access to if they want to? Anytime you can just go TED talk, please.
Well, I have done a TEDx talk. So
TEDx, is that not as good? Is that not as good?
Well, it's basically the same thing, mate.
Why do they call it TEDx then?
Huh? Don't know. Not sure.
People
not
we
sure.
know seem to always do the TEDx as well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You won't know anyone who's done a TED talk. Well, not really. You might have met them.
Elsewhere, Fenerbahce are interested in signing Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. He's still inexplicably still a Manchester United player, and that would be an underwhelming move for one of Marcus's favourite players, Vish.
And one of my favourite players. I think very similar to the Jones sadness of losing a local player. It's obviously a little bit different when he's on about 300 grand a week. And there's been so many times with Rashford over the last 5 years where it feels like he's on the way out, he comes back in, this is quite promising, and then he ends up being turfed out again. I would be really, really sad if he goes. I think he should go. There's a bit of goodwill hunting about it in that, I don't really want to see you back here. I love that you're here, but you shouldn't be here. Go off and do other things. This has stunted your growth for a long time.
Do you think the United fans would accept him back?
I think so, because it'd be a nice story, and I feel like similar with Carrick coming back at the end of last season and some of the moves that Manchester United have made this summer in terms of actually no real nonsensical moves. I know you talked about the Andre Santos transfer on Tuesday's show, but they've been fairly sensible. I think with that, and if you fold in the emotion around Rashford and say he starts the first 3 games well, suddenly it feels like a completely different club because all the component parts of a good story are there. And I think people are all in for that. But we know, and we've seen it in the past, that it doesn't quite work like that with Rashford.
And the problem is, and you mentioned it there, the problem is his wages. Like the fact that Fenerbahce are interested in signing him is because of the way they can finance deals in Turkey.
And he's had an okay season for where he's been playing and the team he's been playing in.
He had his moments for sure at Barcelona.
Yeah,
right? And I think he was really disappointed they didn't want to keep him.
He would command a more successful side, wouldn't he?
Yeah, and there's absolutely a place for that in Manchester United's current setup, in the way that they play, in the way they need to rotate their wide players because they get through so much work. It's not too dissimilar to how England used him at the start of the World Cup in terms of just come on and run at a knackered defender. Yeah. There's space to do that, especially given how many more games United are playing this season. So I would love to see him back. I hope he's not there at the start of the season. But I want to move better than Fenerbahce.
I love the fact that even with all of kind of modern football approaches and tactics, bringing a fast player on to run at knackered defenders is still absolutely one of your main weapons.
You know what, Rick? England should have done it against Argentina.
Yeah.
That's the thing. In the World Cup semi-final, if England had brought on Saka and Rashford...
I don't think you can say that like it's some massive revelation that you've just come up with.
No, I'm not. But it's relevant to your point.
Yeah.
And that's generally how conversations do flow.
Yeah. But I think your delivery was, here's an idea. We should have brought on some attacking players. Why did no one think of that?
A month later as well. Yeah. But your point stands. I mean, it's like, if you give the other team something to think about, particularly late in a game, it's a real leveller. It's a total leveller.
But the thing to go back to the Argentina game, the thing that Tuchel did was, it was almost like he had 2 options: fast or tall, and he went with tall.
Yeah, he did. It was like a choose your own adventure book.
It's bringing us on, basically, which is never a good idea.
No, it's not.
Well, former Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho has been spotted training with 10th tier non-league side Flixton FC. The club have confirmed that he wasn't on trial with the club and they were not involved in any transfer discussions.
We can meet your wage demands, Jadon.
Was that them going like, we're not interested actually, but now I suppose. Like,
well, he's a free agent, right?
He's a free agent, I suppose.
And he thought to himself, I can do better than Turkey.
Yeah.
Hello, Flixton. I'll join you in the Northwest Counties League if you don't mind very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's a sad story though. It is a sad story.
Yeah.
He needs to play. He needs to find somewhere he can do that. He wasn't like terribly bad at Villa for parts when he came.
No, you thought he was going to turn it round a little bit, didn't you?
I felt like it was some positive from it, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's never going to be the player that he was at Borussia Dortmund in that.
What do you think's realistic for him then?
Also, why? Like, it's frustrating, isn't it? I mean, for him probably as well.
I wonder if he's just comfortable, and I think that's totally fine for him. And we can lament that because of the joy he brought when he had that stint at Dortmund. And as a Manchester United fan, it was annoying that you fork out 79 million for that kind of player and it just doesn't come to fruition. But again, I wouldn't... United's a basket case, you can almost discount that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's in the Premier League. It might be in somewhere like other parts of Europe. Italy would be good, right? Yeah. I think the pace of play in Italy is where I think he can really go back to the creator that he was in the Bundesliga. But I don't know if he's happy, then go to Saudi, go to Turkey and have a good life.
But he's at Flixton.
Well, no. I mean, he's at Flixton because he clearly lives nearby, and it's just easy to get the access to it.
That'll be a lovely old job if you're kind of training at Flixton, and you're in the first squad, and Jadon Sancho suddenly turns up.
Do you think, with all the money he has, he wants to be anywhere near them? In
terms of he trains alone.
Yeah, none of you are allowed to.
He's in the Flixton bomb squad.
But the bomb squad is above the main squad. I've basically hired it out for a big wedding, and the only attendee is me.
Yeah. Well, he reportedly has agreements in principle with several clubs in Europe, Saudi Arabia, and the Middle East.
Yeah.
VIP booth free with a bottle of Belvedere.
But do you not think that? So that's obviously been put out by his agent, and that just says, look, he's got loads of options. He doesn't like any of them. So make them as interesting as you can. Make him an interesting offer.
He'll definitely find somewhere. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's the thing about the way football works is when you've got that kind of experience and that kind of eye-catching stuff under your belt, there's always going to be a manager who's going to be egotistical enough to go, I can get it out of him.
I can change him.
I can change him. Exactly.
Yeah.
Every manager sort of thinks that way.
They do, exactly, because they have to back themselves, don't they?
Yeah.
Apart from Eddie Howe. I'm done with this.
I can't have another one. I can't have another one with Joe Linton. It's just too chaotic. Well, finally, Phil Collins' son Matthew has joined 1860 Munich from Austria Salzburg. It's a news story that has been everywhere. I think I've seen this covered more than like Vinny Jr.'s movements and Bruno Guimaraes' movements this week. But I just hope that he does that legendary thing. Do you know, like that video of Phil Collins during In the Air tonight? He was at a festival or something, and he's dressed like an IT professional. He's got the earpiece.
Yeah.
And the
so you're talking about the Cadbury's advert.
And he's
I assume.
And he's sort of walking around, sort of stalking the stage, and then at the last minute he just sits at the drums and goes.
Very much
I don't mind that.
It's basically how Messi plays, isn't it? So hopefully Phil Collins' son Matthew can do that for 1860 Munich.
Drum kit in the centre circle. Well, we know what's coming here.
That's a really good idea, and I thought it was going to be terrible as soon as you started that.
Yeah,
but I like it.
Thank you.
Phil Collins' other contribution to football, admittedly tangential as it is in 2008 when Steven Gerrard, according to a report in The Guardian, which I dug out, quote, totally lost it after a DJ in the Southport nightclub refused to play and requested Phil Collins' track. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he punched him, didn't he?
It was sort of it was in the gap between Christmas and New Year, and Liverpool were having a good season. And he just worried that it was going to derail it and he was going to get sent to jail.
He was cleared of affray and assault, though, I should say.
Yes, he was.
After what you just specifically said there.
No, but he did. I mean, there's CCTV footage of it, He basically said to the DJ, keep the tunes coming. And he went, don't fucking say that. We hate that.
Yeah.
That's what the note system is for.
Was it noted at any point what specific Phil Collins track it was?
No, but I was thinking, in light of that news about his son, I wish I knew some more Phil Collins songs so I could make a part. I just don't know any.
No, yeah. Studio, that's a classic.
Take a look at him now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Against all odds is what
he doesn't like paying tax, just like Lionel Messi.
There we go.
Thank you.
We're going to keep that in, are we?
Does Phil Collins not like paying tax?
Didn't he say he was a tax exile, wasn't he?
The only thing that people
they all are in the end, aren't they?
They're all tax exiles, aren't they? We'd all do it if we could.
The only thing people say about Phil Collins consistently is that he was rumoured to have divorced his wife by fax. People always say that, don't they?
Apparently it was a misnomer.
Oh, was it? Okay, it didn't happen. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Football Ramble.
Does Salah not get a mention?
Who? Salah?
Salah off to Turkey.
Yeah,
that doesn't get a mention.
We talked about it yesterday.
Fine.
Yeah, what do you want to say about it, mate?
Nothing.
It's your show as well.
No, nothing.
Are you happy with how that's
checking.
Linking up in the in the league that's going to bring us a little bit of might be Jadon Sancho, might be Marcus Rashford.
Might be, yeah. Could be all of them doing it there.
No, I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to check.
Oh, okay, right.
Check we hadn't missed it.
You've brought a topic in.
Yeah. Just to check it. Check the Carrera dealt with it.
Yeah.
He's dealt with it. I'm happy.
In your next interview, and when they ask, do you watch the Turkish Super League?
Just say yes.
You'll say yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Just for more Salah.
Yes.
Oh, yes. We'll be back with Film Club, Pete's Film Club tomorrow. If you haven't watched Will Ferrell's Finest Hour, Kicking and Screaming yet, then do so now. We'll see you then.